Hi, my name's Georgina. I'm one of the team of gardeners here at Houghton Lodge, and we're here to answer some questions for National Gardening Week.
Okay, so how do I tell what kind of soil I have in my garden?
Okay, so we have a very, very chalky soil here, which is very obvious. The chalk comes out through the ground. But we are also very lucky because it's free draining and very loamy. So we have a very good structure, which we've created over the years by adding well-rotted organic manure into the soil to enable it to keep its air spaces and to be able to hold the water. If you have a clay soil, which we don't have here, you should be able to collect a sample from your garden and add a little bit of water and roll it around in your hands, and quite literally it'll form a sort of sausage and be very clayey, as though you can make a pot from it. This is a very nutrient-rich soil, so it's fabulous for your plants, but it has the disadvantage of drying out very quickly and getting waterlogged very quickly. So the same applies to add a good well-rotted organic manure yearly, sometimes twice yearly, depending on how clay it is, because the idea is to break up that clay and to create the air and water spaces so that the roots of your plants can access those. The other type of soil you can have is incredibly sandy. In this area, in the New Forest, that can be quite the case, and this literally will just fall through your fingers like sand, as it says. So this is too draining, so this dries out all the time. The answer is the same, is to add well-rotted organic manure over and over and over again to give the soil better structure.
Okay, thank you. And how do I protect my plants from frost?
We've had quite a lot of that here this year with the snow. So we ran around like crazy, having planted all our bulbs into pots and covered them entirely from the ground and over with bin liners and sort of gaffer tape, which was enough to keep the frost away from the pots, so that any roots that were extruding out into the edges of the pots were kept frost free. It was slightly eccentric. A much easier way is to have horticultural fleece, which you can apply over anything you're remotely worried about. If you've got particularly tender plants, you may want to go with something stronger like Hessian or bubble wrap, something that's really going to insulate them. And if they are in pots, to move them to a more sheltered position. But in the ground, a horticultural fleece is the best option.